Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm getting
Yeah, 下一张
Are you
喽。
seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was
不是
told
本来
that
就是
Alice
吗？
had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have
本来就是了吧这。
We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
哦，真相还不错嘛。
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
哎，衣服都不换。
I felt
等一下，我看一下，
groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only...
等一下，我要把东西放在旁边，这样我才可以去。我几乎没办法确定。
empty sheets of paper here.
有，这个东西有东西还在，就确定有声音了。
No manuscript pages.
嘿，没有我写的东西，没有其他对话。我刚是躺在这边还是？
Good evening, Alan. Are we
Hey.
feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the
Oh.
spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk in some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
没东西拿。
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course.
Wake 。
I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
好，按哦。
This way, Alan.
爆。不能开。这个有时候移动的蛮麻烦的，不是很能够理解。熊啊，这是什么？这是什么东西？奇怪，是不是我的错觉？我觉得它变得很快，速度变很快。天哪！哦，电梯啊！
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained.
不能开。我走楼梯的时候也不能跳，真讨厌。过不去，真讨厌。我看到一些奇怪的东西跑出来了。
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay focused.
You need to work with me. Once you accept that,
好多话，天哪！
journey towards your recovery.
他有时候他断句断得很奇怪。
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
敷衍中。
Scary, scary, scary.
那脖子不太对啊。
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on...
那种东西算是垃圾。
It's trash, of course, but it does involve some small creative effort.
这个是不是疯了？
Receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the
那些音效真的是让人受不
feel
了。
up to it, you should continue.
阅读。哦，写在这边了。还有下一页，天哪！都会有长期的创作困难。我 听到奇怪的声音。
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm!
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these
Night Spring.
two are the
That-
Anderson
左右。
brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They are well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
可惜不能够 super 大那个超级大变身。
Say, you're all right, Tom.
可恶，被锤了，强制性扣一滴血。
He's gotta go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm, Valhalla.
英灵殿。
Down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe.
放在哪边啊你？你身上有什么地方可以塞这个吗？
My head was clear.
啊，
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise.
也太速成了吧！
With words. Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
看过了，什么都不能阻止我。好，这个时候竟然有乌龙面可以吃，耶！
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you know who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
好了好了，好，我去写，我去写。那蜘蛛人大战关公。
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
哦，又有二维条码，这个时候我也要弄看看，凑近一点看到了。等着，不要阻止我。 Let's lose painful。什么鬼啊？这是个什么梗
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't. but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
熊痞，看来这边很爱打猎哦。这边可以开门吗？过不去。哦，又有一个，这什么都有哎，哪边找都可以找到这个，天哪！突然不知道这个可以讲什么，让我思考一下。我经历过的那个饮品清单其实并没有想象中那么多，可是我想想一下，多多绿。我讲过这个吗？多多绿，好喝。
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
啊，没钥匙，所以你就不能开哦。这是什么？哎，这是诊疗室吗？怎么全部都是跟夜权有关的东西啊？连海报都有哎！天哪，太夸张了吧！来，这边写什么？赛车。那这个看起来像是我以前过往看到的一些东西吗？走桥的地方，还有洞窟，有地板门，然后这边还有个就是用光去照那个，他们会躲在阴影里面，这样的设定吗？
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here.
下面也太嗨了吧
You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
Be cool.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
Hammer.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so
不能
weak
用
now, are we?
看看外面为什么这么大吵大闹呢？
Well, things are unraveling
哎，有原稿。
fast, aren't they? Nah.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al?
哇靠！
Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption.
直接
He nodded at the
巴
whole
瑞敲晕哦。
nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
It's my storm. I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
踢笑了他们。重金属摇滚双面人。
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
The backstage is all yours.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
先开灯好了。啊，还不能用？这在开我开玩笑吗？哎，不是摄影吗？这下面是不是？
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman.
哪个旁边
He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
哦，右边那个吗？
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent. He's...
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate.
这都谁画的？
Most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
啊，继续看这上面写什么。
Hartman wasn't happy. Maude could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
啊，这样子就代表说，那个是什么？哈特曼想要都知道这些东西了，可是他硬要逼用方法让艾伦去写出故事出来，就是。
I'm gonna chew your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for
Barry?
me.
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, I'm glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
你把这个牌子这么好戴，天哪，搞什么搞你？真是的，每个人都会拿牌子。
These were all the pages I had on me, and more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
哇！
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go! Hey? Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
这算什么美妙新世界？已经被制裁了，这么快？哎，你还笑了？天哪！
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Eh, 等一下，突然感觉不妙。之前并不会这样子的。啊！我还被撞到。
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
哦，这个。快！下去！冲啊！哇，这根本就闪不掉嘛！哇！怎么了？只是开车画面而已。大把。啊？这是什么？拉力车赛吗？
Want access to thousands of applications? Verizon Wireless has you covered.
手机广告。
Discover new music and old favorites. Social networking, sports scores, news. It's all at your fingertips.
啊，那我可以滑盖的。
Verizon Wireless can satisfy your never-ending appetite for apps. Check out Vcast apps and load up your phone.
好像不会过来。 对，完全没有过来的迹象。搞屁哦！我刚刚在那边看广告。 Oh no！ 为什么我没有？屁嘞！哇，冲啊！我看到保温瓶，可以喝的，可以喝的。法式拿铁，也冲啊！喝得上。哎，这一次有病。
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Yeah, sure.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al. Look out!
只要一扇就可以了。我在，我在。不要那么急啊！走这里。好了 ，GTA。走迷宫喽！我也想走快一点啊！住！
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage, complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a
谁做出来这些东西的？
When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the
那个 Visa 的我没有看到后面的，我看到好像中途我就没有看，有点可惜，我到时候再找。那记得。 真是的，简单讲就是全身 LED 灯。Showtime， 要卖鸡了吗？ 不太妙，我听到那种怪怪的人物声音了，代表接下来应该会打人，塑料感很重。哎呦！哇！ 哇！呵呵呵。 意式浓缩咖啡只能靠这个。真麻烦。哦吼，塑料感重，他的变声器塑料感重也不是第一次了。看这个连自己跳上去就做不到，真讨厌。哎，不是往这边走吗？哦呦，差点就摔下去。 先回去补血好了。哦，原稿，我刚是拿到了2次原稿。
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between. Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
走这里吗？糟了！我现在有一种预感，就是接下来大概会出现不少怪。这个区域照理讲应该会出。 我靠！喂！知道了是知道了，可是我还是被打到。先拿东西再说。我回你嘎子。 Yes， 有东西拿最棒了。
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he
目前他是目前是在演死亡嘛？目前是死亡感觉，怎么讲？不，感觉上就是2集就把一个前辈给搞定掉的感觉，很怪异，你知道吗？感觉可以花更多时间的，可是感觉很明显就是没有要这样做，变成是那个一个应该要好好收尾的东西，结果收不了，最麻烦。 这是我对于死亡目前的感觉。现在开始要常常使用那个电池。真讨厌。 厌！都趁我忙的时候攻击我。哦，又来了！鲑鱼味噌汤 ，yes。通常他给我这个东西，代表说哦，一次性补满好多哦，天哪！但我觉得这代表说接下来会很不好过，就是。又远港喽。
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
有人。有一个血。耶！
You're alive!
开门。
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
我知道。有人啦，有怪来啦！哎，太多了吧
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Hey, found a corner.
我靠！ 我靠！对他补给品给的很好，可是通常给你最大量的时候，代表说很不好过。
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
谁啊？太多啦！他每次都会有。 哇，这种的，塞稿有这么贵哦！天哪！
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
哦呦！ 屁嘞！ 去他妈巴瑞！被气死了！为什么后面？是哦，刚刚其实已经可以退了。
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says. I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
再见了，无名小镇。真是的，哼，刚刚被敲得够本啊！天哪！ 在哪里？
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by
开车
far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm. You just need to find it.
Look out!
好好开车啊！你这有问题，你这有问题，为什么不是按刹？这没有刹车哦。
God damn it, Al, talk to me.
等一下。
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was
又没了。
nowhere to be seen. 等一下，我回个人。好了，继续吧。啊，真的是，还好这个时候是可以回血的，自己补血喽耶。
Barry, Barry,
Barry.
Man, you're okay. Jeez, it's good to hear your voice. I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop. Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that.
高雄没人。
Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down.
这么厉害
It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here.
Barry, it's a taken. Use a flare, Barry.
那个是巴巴。
Barry, are you all right?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
有点嗨啊他。Yes.
Find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Oh. 不要这样子好不好？ 走。OK， 我看到那边有保温瓶，我要为了一个没有屁用的保温瓶冲啊！冲啊！当然是冲啊！糟了！哇！啊！我被筒子攻击了！啊！痛痛痛！回血回血回血！来！碎啦！对，在高雄会有筒子飞过来是常有的事情。嗯？他说来一瓶那个拿个什么东西啊？突然刚本来要想起什么了，可是想不起来。减糖可乐，耶！我想赶快拿到武器，要不然我已经死定了。又来，这不是个这。哈哈。哎，等一下，我刚看到这里面好像有，怎么有怪物声啊？真的没问题吗？这边怎么每个地方都有问题的感觉啊？要拿原稿啦。这么做，他拿原稿很正常，不是吗
？When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
好了。基本的那个爬行都做不到，真是，连那个纵身跳跃都做不到，天哪！我只想拿个东西。又来了。你们真的很棒哎！可是我发现他们已经过不来，他们根本过不来嘛！这干嘛的啊？
To destroy them to get through.
不是啊，这个。
I hope there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
好吧，原来是因为没电啊。他喵的！原稿。
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
好了，继续吧。是说那个 Mind Trash 的确基本上就只有那样子而已，他没有其他什么非常特殊的东西。我估计只是因为，我也不清楚，我也不知道为什么感觉比我想象中的少东西，我以为会再多一些。不过这也算是验证的是说这个东西目前来讲它就只有这样子而已。对，这只是目前来讲开了之后发现说哦，好像只有这样子而已。但至少确定的说那边这个哦开了。
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
我还真的手无寸铁去了，天哪！对他，等。Trust no one in the dark。哦，这个东西你已经讲过。我怎么又没有电池了啊？搞什么鬼啊？说好的尽量呢？我的尽量，我的 super。你们真的他喵为什么我动不了啦？什么叫电池用尽啊？我根本想动都动不了。我真的觉得很莫名其妙，你知道吗
？I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
真的很 dangerous 啦，可是可以不要这样子吗？真的很 dangerous 啦。可以不要这样子吗？哦哟！哦哟！啊！好，没代志。你们这情况很大，我根本没有时间去开那个东西啊，根本没时间啊。有车开到。
Driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
没有武器真麻烦。有车，还有帐篷。这个时候， 我进不去，帐篷我进不去。还有喝的，我竟然不喝东西。锂电池拿下。好了，还有什么东西？这里面煮什么？哦，强力手电筒。那个燕麦粥。这种帐篷。怎么又来了？这怎么回事
？The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
哎，我真的要这样子手无寸铁的去哦，真的是很麻烦。Yes.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was... The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. The one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
好多原稿，令人难以置信。哦，不是，这不是原稿，这个是捕兽夹，麻烦死了。简单模式下，这个东西变得超显眼的。好了，真的。
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but tore and afraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
很好，拿枪啊！
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
可是我没子弹。又一个保温瓶。哦，这是什么？这是什么？玉米浓汤。那。我说子弹才这样子而已，哪够啊？哎，这边不是这样用的。好了，继续走吧。可是我只剩一发子弹呢。我靠，这么准！ Yes！ 我靠！屁嘞的感觉。太刺激啊！附近看来完全没有任何像子弹一样的东西可以给我，这也太……
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry?
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't!
太嗨了吧这个！哇，突然没声音了。绿豆汤，绿豆冰沙也不错，可是应该不会有人放这里面就是了，不太可能放在里面。下火炬。
The front door was locked.
锁住了。看你们上面也太大声了吧！摔跤也不是这样摔的。
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
这就是为什么我们会在这边了。我们是被写进来了。总之，前门到底是能不能下去了？ 哦，终于说笑话了，让我们一起说点笑话吧。从这边出去能不能？
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast. For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
中文字写相对来讲多很多。好了，旁边看来没有其他东西可以拿，我看来只能够自己上车了。吓死喽！
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Barry is Barry. 哦有，这车不好控啊！不然会想要开这种车吗？我觉得另外一条路其实还有东西，不过就算了。这边有好几条路啊！天哪！哎呦，更好的车！另一台会更好，可是我想先上去看一下，看看上面有没有东西可以让我捡。这地方我好常看到。哟，这边重置了，天哪！现在有更多弹药，还不错。
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give them a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
按错了，抱歉。总的来说，人还不错。 可是音乐放的就不是很适合这个时候了，放点振奋人心的好吗 ？No No， 喂嘿，喂嘿，这是故意的吧？ 真讨厌呢！搞屁啊！好，收回那句这台车看起来比较好开的话。优先通行。 走，对不起啊，但你挡到我了。过不去啊！天哪！ 还有更大口径的汤，是啦，冲啊！个屁嘞！ 真是的，没有车可以开了，没有车，我的个仔！好，这边看来不会有东西了。Jump， 这可以进去吗？进不去啊！真讨厌。风车小屋那一类的，往这儿走，往这儿走，就是 Coco 大。真是。好了，目前没什么事情，还算可以接受。这是什么？布布。哦，这有一个保温瓶放在这边。哦，这是舞台。哎，等一下。
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
闪电！这是什么
God damn!
What？ 什么？好喝，好喝，好喝！啊！咖啡饮料，已经不知道这是什么。到底说不说？这是屁来屁来的，那我就死掉了。
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot!
让我换东西啊
Al! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Al! Hold on! I'll try to get my stage lights on! No! Damn it! Goddamn turn of the century wiring! Hang on out! I'll get them working again, I promise!
Ah!太帅了，怎样？哎呦！哇，糟糕！ 脏了吧？这段是闹哪样啊？这个。
That was awesome！
哎，我的大麻饮料在这边。
Rock and roll capital of America。
等下，我刚刚看到什么亮亮的？哦，我看错了。什么叫大麻饮料？我在讲什么？
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
这个比较好嘛，剩13发了，变成25发。突然，那一刹那，我突然就不知道该怎么说才好，太嗨了啦！
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it.
不要吧
Come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
我可怎么弄呢？ 把东西给移开，这样我要从旁边走过去咯。啊，这边，那一段的确是挺嗨的，不可否认。跳。
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
别再拿了牌子了。只掉一点点而已。
Look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Sleep. We all spend
Night Springs. Man, brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
两个人一起看电视。
Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready.
Oh, wow. Who's that?
You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream.
这个梦也太有相关性了吧
diving suit is a dream, and the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake.
Hmm? 就没了？搞屁哦！真是的。玫瑰花茶。曾经有在喝花茶，可是就只是喝看看而已，也没有说非常喜欢喝。好多东西可以拿，电池满了。这里没东西了。这边还有卡住，不能走。我这是得爬上去吗？哦，从这边走上去而已啦。霸气！原稿。
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
你在跟我讲说是因为他们的关系把不该叫醒的东西叫出来了。
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
还真的就是他们引起来的。搞什么鬼啊这？万物灭绝巡回演唱会。哦，听到不太妙的声音了，我觉得接下来大概会出什么不太好的事情。还真的他们是这个。Where are you？ 太多啦！你，而且我还不能走过去，走过去就代表说我死定了。我走到刚刚那个地方死巷子里面之后，我就过不去，我就回不来，太多了。烦欸这。 喂！ 哈哈哈！哎，射个东西，我觉得那应该是成就之一。 吓死我了！我这不是东西可以拿啊！你他喵的，我刚刚走反了，我应该要先过去那里。啊啊！哎，不是这里哦，他喵又来了。为什么他可以走这么快？ 他们要走太快了吧？灵活的胖子，哎。
Wow, those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
这是酿酒用的吧？前往他们的那个房子。哦，更上去的意思吗？我这怎么上去啊？刚有显示它可以上去的地方吗？ 哦，这里啊 ，Better kick。
Be careful, Al.
那满了，满了。 里面有什么东西啊？还可以再往上，是不是？
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
甜菜汤，耶！看说着说着都有一种想上厕所的感觉，哈哈。 哇！听到什么滋滋滋的声音？还可以再往上。我已经满了。
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but definitely.
原来原本就很怪。
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, you know? Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
好了，不用。Yeah.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Alan Kick. 这个也不可取。太暗啦。 Oh no! Oh, 好了，先结束它。干嘛？还有第二个？我不想知道乳牛的数量啦。 好了，什么鬼？别爬了，后面也太暗了吧，这。 要回去了。
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Hey.
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
有点像累赘。
We're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Ah!
没有嘛？
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
耶！好了，要等他。来了。哎。
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
这个也住得太嗨了吧！你看 ，Old gods know the truth， 旧神们知道真相。
lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
嘿，又是保温杯。黑咖啡，印象中黑咖啡的咖啡因含量超高，不确定啊，但是应该差不多吧。鞭炮，他们做的这是什么啊？哈，趴呢！天哪！
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
保险。
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
保险丝，我要去哪儿找？怎么又有一个罗宋汤？楼上的意思吧？为什么偏偏重要的东西是放楼上 ？Asgard。
kind of lived it. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
救生们知
I
道
don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the
真
clinic.
相。
They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Hey, those guys sound awesome. Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh?
OK。
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's-her-face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
灯泡女
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be. Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry. This is... Yeah, what the hell?
他还真的喝醉啊？是没问题吗？
Seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get a recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
又睡着了。上一章也是喝一喝之后就，上一章也是有这个情节，喝东西之后睡着啊，这一章也是。Oh my god！
Alice,
I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice? Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
这个地方也是蛮嗨的。
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
No, I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I'd woken up confused and groggy.
为什么是这种形象？
All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast.
你先不用。
Had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
看有，其实有没有爆雷无所谓啦，反正这个一定后面一定会玩完的。该不会这首是那个吧？他的那个光明之女那一首啊？还真的是。哦，今天先这样子啦，我会把歌等完再说。 而且我比较在意的是，为什么赞恩是以那种方式在的，你知道吗？他的身体看起来不像是正常人啊，因为你看他的那个手看起来比较像是拿着魔术手那种感觉，不太像是正常人类的那个样子啊，还是说本来就是故意的？ 这样真的很奇妙的天啊！开头主角跳到湖里面，算是把他救出来了。 怎么听你这样讲了之后，反而更困惑了。天哪！我听你讲完这句话之后，反而更困惑了。跳到湖里面，所以才算潜水。嘿。 哦，是这样子哦。而且因为他那个是打字机，所以他并不需要。我大概知道那个是故事里面的主角啦。这个在故事中途就大概可以看得出来。哦，他的赞恩指的就是作家嘛，是指的是他写故事的那个撰写的那个主角当中。 就是正在撰写的 Alan 啊 ，Alan 所以可是他就在水里面，所以他才穿着那个样子起来。而且因为打字机不需要特别多那个手指，所以可以直接这样弄，也太好笑了这个。不过真的是很多啊，而且很嗨。